It's Friday. We made it through the week. Yes, give yourselves a hand. Thomas Miller on the Fun Astrology Podcast. Thank you so much for joining us here on TGI Friday the 22nd. This is my son's birthday. He's 31 today, so happy birthday. We also have a busy weekend ahead, and there are three big themes in the chart, three big themes in our lives that we're going to be experiencing energetically this weekend. The first is the moon, the next is the sun, and the third is the wounded healer, Chiron. And by the way, I know some of you have picked up some of the journals on sale, so we're going to put things on discount there periodically, especially through the holiday season from the shop, and I will try to keep that in the show notes. The best place to link to the shop is from our Facebook group, and I know some of you are not in there, but it's pinned to the top of our Facebook group, Subconscious Mind Mastery and Fun Astrology Podcast Listeners on Facebook. Trying to figure out how to get a quick link to it. Those of you who are link shortener masters, just tell me how to do it. But right now, I'll just try to drop it in the show notes for you. All the journals, enjoy the journey, it all started with an RV, etc., are $14.99 through the weekend. And that's a perfect setup for the moon entering Capricorn later today. It happens at 4:20 Eastern after a really short void of course, just 48 minutes. So you have a Sagittarian moon this morning and a Capricorn moon to start the weekend. You know, it's interesting because this morning the moon trines the north node at 7:44 this morning. Then at 9:37 it squares Pluto. And then it's a quarter moon, so the last aspect on the way out of Sagittarius is a square to the sun. And while I'm mentioning things that we've got, don't forget Kristen's lunar calendar. Several of you have been downloading that. Is on the website as well, and it shows all the lunar phases as we go through, including what's happening today. Now let's stay with Luna because the other tie to the moon right now is Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn, and then Sunday evening the moon enters Aquarius, also co-ruled by Saturn. So we said we have three things going on this weekend, right? The moon, and now we can add Saturn, and the theme on Saturday and Sunday is Chiron. We'll get there last, but you can hear that there's this cosmic, karmic drumbeat to the weekend, right? In fact, here's another theme on this, too. I mean, put a dot on that exclamation mark. The moon's first aspect, once it enters Capricorn, is with, guess who? Saturn, of course. That's the theme. That's what I'm saying is the cadence is there. So let's just take a pause right here, right now, and let's just center for a second, kind of focus on your chakra line, center, and then just say, I am open to karmic business this weekend. I am aware of karmic business this weekend. I accept karmic business this weekend. I will flow with karmic business this weekend. And then just be alert and aware as things come up, maybe triggers, maybe somebody contacts you out of the past. Maybe you're driving and you see a billboard or a sign and it brings something up. Well, if we're living our highest timeline, then you can work on it and you can resolve it. You can look in the opposite direction. You can forgive. You can clear. You could go back and try to find out where that happened in your life originally. But because we took this moment to center and say, I am going to be alert and aware and accepting and working with the universe this weekend on karmic business, then you can look for the resolution because it wouldn't have brought it up if it wasn't ready to help you resolve it. And I'll be doing it right there together with you. Now, let's turn the page. Tomorrow, Saturday the 23rd, the sun enters Libra early in the morning here, at least in North Carolina, 2:50 a.m. The sun moves into Libra. Libra season must mean we're getting close to a happy birthday Robert Glasscock. Early October, we'll tell you when it is. But for all you Libras out there, happy Libra season and happy birthday. We'll talk more about Libra early next week, but let's move on to Chiron because that's the next focus of the rest of the weekend. Going chronologically here, Venus trines Chiron on Saturday, and then Mars in Libra opposes it on Sunday. That's at 4:06 p.m. Then at 7:30 Sunday evening, the moon enters Aquarius. Just in that timeline, just in that sequence, did you hear how this is kind of a heavy work on it, go deep, be methodical, Saturn-governed kind of weekend? And even the Venus trine is a fire trine because Chiron is in Aries, Venus is in Leo. If you want to look up the Sabian symbol, it's 18 degrees. And remember, even though the sun has moved into Venus's lair, Venus is a little hot up there in Leo, kind of like Thomas back in the Dallas days. You say, oh, could it cool off in here a little bit? Constantly uncomfortable, in other words. So even though it's a trine and it's a favorable aspect, if something comes up around the relationship, if it's a little hot, a little uncomfortable, you'll know why. Know where Chiron is in your chart because the house, the sign, and the aspects related to it help point you to those wounds, represented by Chiron. Wait a minute, there can be more than one wound? Oh, yeah. I have 2 that I knew of just from the sign and house placements. Then another one came crystal clear within the last couple of weeks. It's kind of a whole new application of Chiron. Maybe I'll have to put all that together and we'll do a video or something on it to explain that in more depth. But that's how you put Chiron together. That's how you synthesize it. And now you're aware that Venus so you're watching for Venusian things as the weekend unfolds as well. So that's relationship, home, money, finances, security, all of those things that would come under Venus's wrap. And then on Sunday, Mars is opposite Chiron. And Mars, of course, is in Libra. So we've got a Chiron-themed mutual reception there a little bit. Not really, that was a stretch, but Mars is in Libra, where it also is not so comfortable. Mars likes extremes. Libra likes balance. Mars is go, go, go. Libra is let's cross all the T's, dot all the I's along the way. So there's where the flash could come. And remember, on Saturday, we'll be in that energy that becomes exact on Sunday. So this whole picture that we just painted is the weekend ahead, and that's what sets it up for you. I hope that it goes well and that there is some healing and like aha moments. This is a popcorn weekend if you're alert and ready for it. So there you go. Back with Merriman tomorrow, and then Level Up I'll be hosting on Sunday night. And then we'll see you back here again on Monday. I love you. Wow.